Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, where did the time go? One day, you're full of energy, chasing dreams, and the next, you're wondering why your knees sound like a bowl of Rice Krispies. But here's the truth, age is just a number. It's not about how many candles are on your birthday cake, it's about how you feel, how you live, and how much joy you bring into your days. Today, we're diving into something truly exciting, 7 powerful secrets to staying happy, healthy, and independent after 70. Because life doesn't slow down unless you let it. The best years aren't behind you, they're right here, waiting for you to embrace them. And trust me, these aren't just generic eat your vegetables tips, these are real, practical, and life-changing habits that can make every single day better. Let's start with something that might surprise you. Have you ever noticed how some people just seem to glow with energy, even in their 70s, 80s, or 90s? They walk with confidence, laugh easily, and seem to have a spark that never dims. What's their secret? It's not just good genetics, it's movement. Not just any movement, but the right kind of movement. Many people think that aging means slowing down, but the opposite is true. If you stop moving, your body starts shutting down. But before you picture yourself running marathons or lifting heavy weights at the gym, let's get real. Staying active doesn't mean exhausting yourself, it means choosing movement that fuels your body, not drains it. Think about this, have you ever watched children play? They don't exercise in a structured way, they move because it feels good. That's exactly what we need to do as we age. Find ways to move that bring you joy. Dancing in the living room, gardening, stretching in the morning, taking a walk with a friend. These aren't just activities, they're investments in your future self. Studies have shown that people who stay physically active after 70 not only live longer but also stay independent longer. And independence is everything. No one wants to rely on others for basic tasks if they don't have to. The key? Consistency over intensity. You don't have to push yourself to exhaustion, just stay in motion. Now, movement keeps your body strong, but what about your mind? This brings us to our next powerful secret, keeping your brain sharp. Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you were there? Or struggled to remember someone's name, even though you just met them? It happens to all of us. But the good news is that your brain is like a muscle. You can keep it strong with the right habits. One of the biggest mistakes people make as they get older is falling into routine. Doing the same thing every day without challenging your mind is like letting a muscle waste away. The brain thrives on novelty. Learning something new, even something small, creates fresh pathways in your brain, keeping it active and sharp. And no, I'm not talking about complex math problems or learning a new language overnight. It can be as simple as trying a new recipe, playing a word puzzle, or switching up your daily route when you go for a walk. Even something as simple as using your non-dominant hand to brush your teeth can fire up your brain in new ways. But there's something even more powerful, staying socially engaged. Loneliness isn't just sad, it's dangerous. Research shows that social isolation can be as harmful to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Let that sink in. The good news? Staying connected doesn't mean you need a big social circle or constant company. It just means nurturing meaningful relationships, a weekly phone call with an old friend, a hobby group, even chatting with neighbors. These small connections add up, keeping your heart full and your mind engaged. So, if you've been feeling a little disconnected, reach out. Call someone, send a message, strike up a conversation the next time you're at the store. You never know how much joy a simple chat can bring, not just to you, but to someone else who might need it, too. Now that we've uncovered these first key secrets, keeping your body moving, keeping your mind active, and staying socially connected, it's time to take things even further. Because happiness in your later years isn't just about avoiding decline, it's about thriving in ways you never thought possible. Now that we've uncovered these first key secrets, keeping your body moving, keeping your mind active, and staying socially connected, it's time to take things even further. Because happiness in your later years isn't just about avoiding decline, it's about thriving in ways you never thought possible. And one of the most powerful ways to do that, feeding your body what it truly needs. You've probably heard the phrase, you are what you eat, and while it might sound cliché, it's absolutely true. But here's the thing, most people focus on avoiding the bad foods, but they don't always think about what they should be adding to their diet to feel their best. Think about this, have you ever noticed how some days you wake up feeling sluggish, achy, or just not yourself? A lot of that can be traced back to what you ate the day before. Food isn't just fuel, it's information for your body. It tells your cells how to function, how much energy to produce, and even how quickly you age. So, what should you focus on? The magic lies in foods that fight inflammation and nourish your cells. Things like berries, leafy greens, nuts, fatty fish, and even simple ingredients like olive oil and turmeric. These aren't just trendy health foods, they help keep your joints pain-free, your brain sharp, and your energy levels steady. And here's something most people don't realize: hydration is just as important. As we age, our bodies don't always signal thirst as clearly, which means many seniors are mildly dehydrated without even realizing it. And dehydration doesn't just make you thirsty, it can cause brain fog, dizziness, and even joint pain. So here's a simple challenge for you: start your morning with a big glass of water before anything else. Not coffee, not tea, just pure water. It wakes up your body, helps your digestion, and gives your brain the hydration it needs to function at its best. And if plain water isn't your thing, try adding a slice of lemon or a splash of coconut water for an extra boost of electrolytes. Now, as important as food is, there's another piece of the puzzle that often gets overlooked: your sense of purpose. Have you ever noticed that the people who seem the most vibrant, the most full of life, always have something they're passionate about? It could be a hobby, a cause, or even just a simple daily ritual that brings them joy. But here's the secret: it's not about keeping busy for the sake of being busy. It's about having something to look forward to every single day. For some, that might mean painting, gardening, or playing an instrument. For others, it could be volunteering, mentoring younger generations, or even something as simple as writing letters to loved ones. The activity itself doesn't matter as much as the feeling it gives you, the sense that you're still growing, still contributing, still living with meaning. And if you don't have something like that right now, that's okay. It's never too late to find something new that excites you. Maybe it's time to pick up that book you always wanted to write, learn how to cook a new dish, or even start a small home project. The key is to stay curious, engaged, and open to new experiences. Because here's a powerful truth: your best days aren't behind you. They are still ahead, waiting for you to claim them. Now, we've talked about movement, mental sharpness, social connections, nutrition, and finding purpose. But there's still something else that plays a massive role in how you age, and that's how you manage stress and emotions. Think about this: how many times have you caught yourself worrying about things you can't change? Maybe it's about the past, maybe it's about the future, or maybe it's about something completely out of your control. It happens to all of us. But here's the truth: stress is one of the fastest ways to age your body and mind. When you're constantly stressed, your body produces more cortisol, a hormone that, in small doses, is harmless, but when it's too high for too long, it can lead to serious health issues. It affects your memory, weakens your immune system, raises your blood pressure, and even accelerates wrinkles and skin aging. But the good news? You have the power to change how stress affects you. One of the simplest ways to manage stress is to focus on what you can control and let go of what you can't. If something is beyond your power, whether it's the opinions of others, the mistakes of the past, or things that may or may not happen in the future, ask yourself, is worrying about this helping me? If the answer is no, practice letting it go. A great way to do this is through mindful breathing. The next time you feel stressed, take a deep breath in through your nose for 4 seconds, hold it for 4 seconds, and exhale slowly for 6 to 8 seconds. Doing this just a few times signals your body to relax, lowers your heart rate, and stops stress in its tracks. And another powerful secret: laughter. Have you ever noticed that people who laugh a lot seem younger, more energetic, and just more alive? Laughter isn't just an emotional response, it's a natural medicine. It lowers blood pressure, reduces pain, improves circulation, and even boosts your immune system. So don't let a day go by without finding something to laugh about. Whether it's a funny movie, a joke, or just looking back at silly memories, let yourself enjoy the moment. But beyond stress, there's something else that impacts your aging in a huge way: your ability to adapt. Life is always changing, your body changes, your circumstances change, the world around you changes. And for many people, these changes can feel frustrating or even overwhelming. But here's the key: the happiest and healthiest people aren't the ones who resist change, they're the ones who learn to flow with it. Think about it: every stage of life brings something new. Childhood is about learning, adulthood is about building, and later years, they're about enjoying the wisdom you've gained, embracing the freedom to live life on your own terms, and letting go of things that no longer serve you. So instead of focusing on what's different or what's been lost, focus on what's still possible. Ask yourself, what new experiences can I create? What can I learn? How can I make the most of today? Because no matter how old you are, there is always more life to live. And that brings us to one final, beautiful truth: gratitude is the ultimate key to happiness. You've probably heard this before, but it's worth repeating: the more you focus on what you're grateful for, the happier and healthier you'll be. Gratitude isn't about pretending life is perfect. It's about recognizing the small joys that make life meaningful: a warm cup of coffee in the morning, a conversation with someone you love, the sound of birds outside your window, the ability to move, to breathe, to be here right now. If you take just a moment every day to acknowledge the good, you'll start to notice something incredible. Your perspective shifts, your mood lifts, and life feels lighter. And in the end, isn't that what we all want? Not just to live longer, but to live better, with joy, energy, and a heart full of appreciation for every single day. So, as you move forward, remember, age isn't a limitation. It's an opportunity to move, to learn, to connect, to find joy, to let go of stress, to adapt, to embrace each moment, and to live with gratitude. Because the best years, they're still yours to enjoy.